I can actually start investing 50 pesos for me to be able to take care of my own financial destiny. And what's interesting about that, once you start investing 50 pesos, it gives you the confidence. It gives you the ability that, okay, investing via GInvest doesn't look as complicated. It doesn't look as hard. It's not as intimidating as what everyone is actually saying. Hi everyone, so in this video, let's talk about what's happening with key data that will help you in investing. Oil right now has started to correct from its large pump with everything that has been going on in Ukraine and Russia. March 2022 inflation is currently at 4% in the Philippines. The dollar as of this recording is at 51.45, which has also seen bits and pieces of corrective pressure as well. The PSEI is at 6,926, which has slipped below the psychological price range of 7,000, which also, if you look at it, is quite far from its all-time high, close to 8,900, and far from the drop that we saw last March 2020, where it dropped to as low as 4,500. We also have the S&P 500 at 4,481. And also, for those who don't know, the GDP growth of the Philippines for 2021 ended at 7.7%. All of the things that I mentioned, from oil prices to the GDP to inflation to the Philippine stock market to the US stock market to the conversion of dollar and peso, these are things that are significant. However, these are things that we cannot control. And what I want to share to all of you is this. There are so many things in life that we cannot control. We cannot control how inflation will be. We cannot control how interest rates will be. We cannot control how oil will be or the US dollar will be. We cannot even control who will win the elections. However, what we can control is our effort. What we can control is how we save. What we can control is how we invest our money. Before we continue with what I want to discuss, I want to show you this clip by Asyong Asenso, who's taking control of his own financial destiny.
Si Asyong Asenso, vintage man ang damit, G na G pa rin. Nax, may butal sa bulsa.
GInvest na to?
Yan. Kasi isang ID lang, makakapag-invest ka na sa trusted local at global companies for as low as 50 pesos. Kaya ang investment mo, pwedeng maging negosyo over time. G, invest na!
So that was a very, very inspiring piece by Asyong Asenso, because at the end of the day, that's why I love investing. That's why for me, investing is the game, because investing gives you the ability to be able to control your own financial destiny. We cannot control how things will happen in the macro, but we can control how we budget our money. We can control how we get to save. We can control how we allot our capital on a regular basis. And what's nice about Gcash, and I've been saying this over and over and over again in so many videos that I have been creating, is that for you to be able to start, there's very, very low barrier to entry, that you only need 50 pesos for you to be able to invest in it. We can't control what will happen over the next 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. All of those things, we can't control it. But we can control how we deploy it. We can control how we deploy capital. We can control and we can decide, I can actually start investing 50 pesos for me to be able to take care of my own financial destiny. And what's interesting about that, once you start investing 50 pesos, it gives you the confidence. It gives you the ability that, okay, investing via GInvest doesn't look as complicated. It doesn't look as hard. It's not as intimidating as what everyone is actually saying. For those who haven't seen my videos on GInvest, it's basically part of the Gcash ecosystem. It's a feature as part of the app. So if you have the app Gcash, check out GInvest. It gives you access to Philippine markets. It gives you access to global markets. But above and beyond that, it also gives you the choice whether you want to invest in equities or you want to invest in bond funds as well. So they have a lot of funds to choose from Atram's Peso Money Market Fund, from Atram's Total Return Bond Fund, then my favorite, the Philippine Equity Index Fund. So what's interesting about GInvest is, above and beyond giving you the ability to be able to invest in Philippine markets or global markets, they also give you a choice whether it be going into the money market or going the bond route or even going the equity market route as well. So it gives you a plethora of options for those who are actually starting. And I think that's something that's liberating. I think it's high time that we stop waiting for things to get better, but actually create steps for us to be able to forge a better financial destiny on our own. Saving and investing is one of the greatest things that we could ever do with the resources that we have have because it allows you to make your money work hard for you. And what GInvest does is it makes it super simple for people who are not into sophisticated investing or not into deep analysis to be able to have an entry point as well. So we're now at the second quarter of 2022, and I encourage you, there are a lot of things that are uncertain in life, there are a lot of things that we cannot control, but why not focus on what we control? I want to urge you, some actionable steps that you can actually do right here, right now, is to decide on a specific amount of money that you would want to invest, that no matter what happens, you will stick to it. No matter what happens, you will decide, this is the amount of money that I would want to invest. And I want to share it to you this way, that it's never about the amount. People always fuss over the amount of money that you want to put in. People always want to fuss over that, I need to put a large amount of money, I want to make money one time, big time. But you have to realize this, the key to financial freedom, the key to wealth, the key to be able to live life at your own terms, the key to be able to grab a hold of your own financial destiny without waiting for things to get better, is being consistent with what you have right now, being faithful with what you have right now, doing what you can with the resources that you have, starting with what you have. And it doesn't matter if it's you saying that I want to start with 50 pesos, which is fine, which allows you already to start investing in GInvest, or I want to start with 1,000 pesos, which allows you also to have the ability to enter the global funds as well. It's about making a conscious decision at the prime years of your life to focus on your own financial freedom first, to focus on building the resources that you have right now and taking advantage of it, making your money work hard for you. In everything, time is the greatest arbitrage. When I say time is the greatest arbitrage, you cannot make more time. What you do right now, not just with your resources, but also with your time, will spell a large amount of difference, because the longer you have assets invested, the greater its ability to work hard for you. The longer you have assets invested, the greater your experience and knowledge to be good at something. And if there's one thing that's so nice about investing, is above and beyond giving you the ability to grab a hold of your own financial future, the older you get, the better you become. And I guess that's one of the biggest advantages of investors, that in any other genre or sport, the older you get, you're not as nimble anymore. Your endurance, your stamina may not be as good when you're younger. But in the world of investing, the older you get, the larger experience that you have, the better you will be as well. So that's why I keep hammering this to people. Use this opportunity to be able to stack. Use this opportunity so you get to build. Use this opportunity to be able to learn what investment will fit for you, because it's never a one-size-fit-all investment. There will be people who will be into money market funds. There will be people who will be into bond funds. There will be people who will be into investing in the local market, but there will also be people who will be investing in the global market. What's nice right now is the options and the access is there. What's nice right now is for you to be able to do that is also there right here, right now. But above and beyond that, the access and the ability to be able to do it without a large amount of money is even better. I started this talking about data that we don't have control over. I want to end it saying that no one will take care of your financial economy more than you. It's okay to fuss about the economy. It's okay to fuss about what's happening in the global macro, but it's more important to fuss about your own personal economy. What are your financial goals? It's more important to take care of where you want to be in the next few years. And why wait? We're now in the second quarter of the year. The best time to do it is now. The best time to learn and deploy is when you've gained the confidence already. And that's something we can control. And that doesn't require a large amount of skill. And that doesn't require a large amount of guessing or forecasting. You know what will be a better outcome for you? Is to start as early as you can. Those who start earlier, those who study earlier, will have a better control of their financial future. And that's what I want to encourage you. It's time that we stop to wait for things to get better. Because if they get better and you're invested, then you're in a better proposition. If they don't and you're invested, you will still be better off. Because having something into the ground, having something saved and invest will be massively better for you over the long term versus you spending your money, versus you putting it into something that don't matter, versus you putting it in something that won't gain any traction for you, versus buying something that will just depreciate. Always spend a larger amount of time, effort, and energy into building assets. And that's how you get to take control of your own financial destiny. And that's how you get to do better no matter what's going on in the world. It's time for Filipinos, it's time for all of us, it's time for this generation to be able to have the ability to be able to save and invest and not be scared about what's happening out there, because you've already secured your own financial future. So that's it for now. I hope you guys got a lot from this. I hope that this was something that was insightful. If you want to learn more about GInvest, links are in the description below on how you can actually start with 50 pesos or 1,000 pesos if you want to go into the global markets. And if you have questions for me, feel free to let me know. I'll do my best to be able to answer your questions. And at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal of this. The ultimate goal is to give you as much value as possible, so you get to push forward and unlock your goals. That's it for now. This is Marvin Gurmo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. God bless you all.